Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Oliver.
My name is Torey Kaiser, Before the Last Call.
And I'm Dan Jobin, the founder and director of Before the Last Call.
Yes, so today we have a fantastic show, and it's all because of Summeroo.
Summeroo?
Yeah.
Wow, what a small world, right?
Yes. Thanks, Summer.
Yeah, so that's how it all started. She was like, hey, I got a great guest. And I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, you got to check these guys out before the last call. She explained a very little bit. You guys are going to explain it in more detail, of course, but I was like, please, come on the show.
Yep.
And thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, yeah. I'd like to reiterate that thank you, because you have no idea how many times somebody's called us and been like, hey, we got these, people or this business or this organization or this, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, oh, great, we'll get in touch with them. They're like, oh, yeah, it sounds cool. Yeah, let's make a date. Ghost. You know what I mean? Just like a fart in the wind, man. Just fart in the wind. Gone. Just gone. And so, I appreciate that, you guys were here. And you're also the first guests ever to show up before I did. So he texted me, I'm at my daughter's gymnastics class, and he's like, they're here. And I was like, it's 10:37. Like, not only do we have people that showed up, but they showed up early too. Oh man, because they're setting the mold for guests on this show.
In our world, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yep. Shit, well, I was late then.
So let's get into Before the Last Call.
All right.
Yeah. So just tell us, what you guys are, what you do, how you started, wherever, just tell us your story.
Yeah, so Before the Last Call is an equine therapeutic horsemanship program for the first responders, military, so both active and veteran, and their families. I was a firefighter paramedic for 17 years here in the Rochester area, and before that I grew up with horses. I was one of those lucky kids who parents made their cowboy dreams come true. And when I became a firefighter, I wanted to combine the two, my love of horses and then helping people. I thought there had to be a way, but being in Fairport and 18 years old, I didn't know how to make that happen. Mm-hmm. So a lot of stuff has happened between then and now, and small world stuff happened. I saw a video from Gary Sinise on the Boulder Crest Foundation, and was like, it does exist. And then was lucky enough to meet Ellen and Gus, the owners of Lone Oak Stables, that's where we run the program. We also have a therapeutic riding program there for people with all different abilities, and they were amazing. They're just amazing people, and allowed me to start this program.
That's awesome. That's super cool. I've got friends that are firefighters currently in the city. One's trying to get in, and then I have family members and friends that are both active duty and veterans from the military. So I'm close. I'm not in any of that, but I'm close to it as well. Yeah. And then I lived in Georgia for 4 years, and we had a small little ranch down there, and we had horses down there too. So I've been riding for a long time too. So this is very close to my wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
So you're talking our world, man.
Yeah, right. So what you're saying is next month's podcast with us is going to be at the ranch with
100%.
You on a horse.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, the better part of that show would be him on the horse. I would be very comfortable with that. I don't know if Matt's experience with horses, but I'm in.
Hey, I'm just saying, we have cowboy hats that, I'll set it up on top of your head. And,
I'll be ready.
Okay.
That'd be perfect. Great. As long as I can bring my saddle.
Sure. I mean, you already got your own tag, so there you go.
You're one step ahead. All right.
It's been a while, though. Well, that would be a great show. Oh, man.
We can set it up.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely some behind the sscenes, too, of Matt. Cleaning out the stuff.
I mean, that's how it all starts, though. When
it does.
When you go to these programs, it's not you don't just get on the horse and ride.
No.
Right? You have to start from scratch.
Yeah, you earn your way up. and earning your way up has a different level of respect for every aspect of the barn.
Yep.
Okay, and you actually fall into what you really like to do, if that makes sense.
You find your
your niche.
You're
per
like,
se. Yeah, and we have, me personally, I like doing a lot of the chores around the barn.
Yeah.
All right. And he always picks on me. I'll be honest with you that never. Because of my
You guys' friendship
TBI.
sounds a lot like our friendship.
Because of my TBI, I don't know what it is. It's kind of funny actually. I can't figure out how to tie the bail knots. All right. And he has shown me like a million times. My daughter has shown me a million times. We have another young girl, Bailey, who gets frustrated with me. All right, but I mean it's all out of like fun. It really is. And
how many times do I gotta show you?
Yes,
If we're not joking with you, we don't like it.
Exactly. And
sure.
We are 100%. Ball busters.
Yeah.
That's one. But we also understand like every field, So
Yeah, so when someone comes to your program, obviously, they have to feel more comfortable with you guys because you guys have actually, responder vet. So
Been there, done that.
kind of what, they're going through almost.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's the unique perspective that we offer.
Yeah.
Is myself and my team, and even the owners of Lone Oaks, are veterans and first responders.
Oh, sweet.
So
What a perfect match.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Wow.
So they definitely had a little slice of heaven on earth out there, and it was really meant to be.
Yeah.
It was one of those small world things that all the right things started lining up after my accident, and to make this a reality, and the right people came into my life, and
It's crazy how
Now
that
you're
works.
paying it
though.
forward.
It is.
Which is awesome. That's we love stories like, you know what I mean? It's people that are helping people that are currently going through the same thing or similar situation that they have been through. You know what I mean? And helping someone when you had help too. It's you know what I mean? There's not enough places in the world or people in the world
Exactly.
that try to help someone else that's going through a situation that they've been through.
Me and him were talking on the way here, and I'm not me and him aren't political, and I'm not trying to ever get political. But today's society is very selfish.
Oh, for
And
sure.
we don't care about the man next to us. We don't care about anything outside of this little circle. Well, I understand that to an extent. I do. But when you want to cry over a post, hey, my best friend committed suicide. Well, why didn't you check on him occasionally? There's signs before that, Yeah. Why didn't you say, hey, are you doing okay? Why don't you come over to my house? Let's play Xbox together. Let's play PlayStation.
Check-ins, periodic check-ins.
Yes,
Here and there.
yes.
but
And-
so I think what he's trying to get to is with
I'll botch this whole thing.
with the program and everything. We're developing a community of brothers and sisters that we all might not have gone through the same exact thing or served in the same manner, between first responders and veterans and stuff like that. But we all have experienced similar things in our service, and we can understand what our brothers and sisters are going through, and you see it with the horses and the people at the barn.
Yeah.
Where they're seeing each other in passing, or they're seeing each other at our fundraising events, and they're realizing and seeing that not just us, but there's other people there that are going through what they're going through, and it makes things a little bit more tolerable for them, or they start making those connections with these other people, and are finding that community that so many of us lose when we get out of the service, or we retire or quit or whatever from being a first responder, and that brotherhood that a lot of us crave and need and desire went away.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
now
and even just providing the space so that, and I'm sure there's different levels of, whether people actually want to talk about whatever it is that they're going through or that they've been through.
Oh, yeah.
But just being able to provide a space where someone can go and they know whether they decide to talk to anyone or they just stay quiet, they know that there are people around them that have been in the same space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just that feeling of not being alone.
That's very well said.
Because I have no idea what it's like to be in the military or a first responder. You know what I mean? The stuff that you guys have to go through and, you know what I mean, and all that kind of stuff. But I totally understand the feeling of, like, comfort that it brings when I'm around someone that's been through something that I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even if I want to talk about it or not, just knowing that, like, you're over there and you've been through it, like, that's a comfort in and of itself. You know what I mean? So just even providing the space for those, for people to go together is
that's what sets
huge.
us different, man.
Yeah. And along with the horses too, they got to be comforting as well, right?
Yeah, so
100%.
that's the thing. Like you guys were touching on before, of like the kind of working up thing. Each session is customizable and each day is different. Like if you're having a rough day, and you last week were being like an assistant trainer, but today you're having a really rough time and you just need either a place to turn the noise of the world off or you just want to love on your favorite horse.
Yeah.
Like, we can do that. It's anywhere from coming out and, the name of the stables is Lone Oak Stables. They're big oak tree on the side of our indoor arena. We've got benches and chairs so you can come out and just sit there, be at peace. And,
That's got to be relaxing too, though.
Well,
I mean, just
for sure.
That's the thing. There's no other way to describe it other than a little slice of heaven.
Yeah.
Because we've got a windmill overlooking a pond. We've got our hay fields. We've got the horses, the pastures. All the woods with our trail system.
Speaking my language.
You sit there. Yeah, you sit there and you can just watch.
Yeah. I mean, I might have grown up in the cities, but man, I'm country on the inside, big time.
Yep.
You give me an open pasture and a little breeze going, dude. I'm set.
Yep.
I used to do that in Georgia because I went to college down there, and when I was stressed out about whatever, I just used to go down to the barn, grab a brush, walk into one of the stalls, close the door, and just sit there and brush one of the horses for hours.
Yeah.
Just totally just getting my brain away from everything else.
Yep. So, and then that would be, kind of like the next step in the program is helping take care of the horses, helping do some of the chores around the barn. So grooming and horse maintenance and stuff like that. So we teach you that. And we start right from Horse 101. Like every student, participant, whatever, that comes through our doors, I start with, so there's a horse. This is how we approach a horse.
Yep.
This is how we work around them. These are the tools. And so then you start building that relationship with the horse right from there, right from when you start approaching them.
Yeah.
And I know we do things a little bit different out there, being a little bit more country, a little bit more Western and everything. But I look at things as they're not tools, they're not magic unicorns. It's not poof here, like we show up and get to do what we want.
Yeah.
To build that relationship, because they're living, breathing, sentient beings.
Oh yeah.
To build that relationship and that partnership with them, like, it takes all these steps.
Yeah.
And once you do these steps and do them often enough, you build that relationship and you build that connection with
Big
them.
time.
And then you start seeing it in them when you approach them.
For sure.
Like, we have a participant, he actually just moved his horse to our barn.
See, I never even thought of that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome, yeah.
So we are a multi-use facility. We do have a handful of boarders, and then we have our own horses. We had an opening, and it really is an amazing situation for him to bring his horse and for himself and his family and everything. But seeing the horse and him since they've been there, it's just been a week, and then seeing the horse, like when he approaches or his daughter approaches, they know. They know you call them.
Yeah.
And they know, they come. And that's what I try to teach in everything. Whether it be the lessons, the program, horsemanship, and then even fostering that connection with our therapeutic riding, participants through the ARC and stuff like that. And you see these horses connect with them, and it's amazing.
It's, I feel like there's a lot of misconception about horses as well, because it's sort of one of those things. It's like you've either like basically never been around a horse, or you've very much been around horses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no sort of like middle ground. You know what I mean? You've either been on a trail ride with, a quarter that's been out there for 25 years walking the same trails.
Yep.
Or, you know what I mean, you've been around, a stable or something where you've never seen one other than like at a parade when a police officer's been on one or something like that. And they're smart and they're cunning and they're emotional animals.
Yes.
They really are like big dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have lots of emotions. They have huge personalities.
Oh, yeah.
And to see when you really start to work around horses and at least be around them every so often, you can really start to see like, I see. Yeah, okay, all right. You're gonna hear that one. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny, but I love it though because they all have different personalities. You know what I mean? Some are like little irritating 6-year-olds. You know what I mean? That are just you love them to death, but they're just. And then some of them are just the sweet, quiet ones, and they're great. You know what I mean? Some of them have temper
solidifying the
tantrums.
relationship right now. That
Oh man, dude, I'm so excited about this. So when Matt sent me your guys' information earlier in the week saying that you guys were coming on, I was like, oh, this looks cool. And then I started looking it up, and I looked at more stuff. I was like, man, this is sweet. I was like, I like this. Yeah. So do you guys have volunteers? I'm assuming you're a nonprofit or some facet of a nonprofit. I know we were talking a little bit about it before the show, and I was sort of listening.
Yep.
I was sort of listening.
I was getting everything set up, and I felt like I was eavesdropping, but I also felt like I was part of the conversation because you know what I mean? Like we're doing the show, but it still felt kind of awkward because I was listening from the studio and you guys were in the kitchen. So you guys have volunteers that help out, and as well as employees.
We are 100% volunteer right now.
Okay.
My team, and myself are volunteer. We are, like you said, in the process of getting our 501c3. We've been operating as a not-for-profit business. Up until last month, we incorporated, we have the board in place, and the application for the 501c3 status is at the state. It's processing. The timeline should be any day, any week now. So,
that's awesome.
But yes, we do have. So on top of my team and the board, we do have other volunteers that come and help with whatever whatever facet that they are interested in helping with, whether it be helping with fundraising, helping at the barn with the horses, helping with chores. Whatever it may be, we have volunteers.
That's awesome.
We have the opportunity to volunteer.
So what's the process or criteria for your volunteers? Like, do they have to be vets or first responders or active duty? No.
So the team itself has to be.
Looks like you got a volunteer already.
Right. That's where I'm going with this. I'm not lying. That's where I'm going with this.
I kind of was picking that.
Yeah. I laid it down real subtle. You know what I mean?
I'll go.
So the team has to be a first responder or vet, and then participants have to be in one of the categories of first responder, and I have a pretty broad. We have a pretty broad spectrum of that definition. But first responder, military, so either active or veteran, and then their family members. And then volunteers can be anyone.
Cool.
Anyone that wants to help, and in whatever manner they want to help. Because trust me, I need help. Especially on the tech side.
Oh yeah.
But
rednecks and technology.
After I crashed our website a few weeks ago, I'm like, cowboys and technology. I don't know
a good thing.
Who thought this was a good idea to give me full reign of all this stuff, but. So there absolutely is the opportunity. You can message us on Facebook, give us a call, email, whatever, and we can set up a time to come out to the barn, show you around, talk about the different things that you would be interested in, and even some of the volunteers are using it as therapy themselves, where they are building that relationship with the horses.
It's
They're
almost
overcoming
hard
fears
not
and
to.
stuff.
When
Yeah.
you're volunteering
Oh,
and
yeah.
you see these horses, you're like, I'm going to pet this. And then
Right.
the next time you're like, I'm going to clean up after her.
It's very hard to explain, but like when you pull in off of Norway Road, okay, it like the noise of the world just shuts off, and you like it's almost instantly that you almost find like a little niche.
Yeah.
You know, like what you want to do. This is the best thing that I could have ever found.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
awesome.
Yeah.
And so, like, ultimately going through the therapy program and all that, the ultimate goal there is to ride it, right? That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the final step, I would say.
So the final step of the program itself would be becoming an assistant trainer.
Yeah.
So under myself or Cody, one of the other trainers, Donna, learning to exercise the horses on the ground. So we call it ground work. It's either lunging or at liberty. So either like a big long lunge line they call it, or with no line attached. So you exercise them because in nature, in the wild, horses are supposed to move up to 30 miles a day. Like they typically move 20 to 30 miles a day in the wild. So living in a domesticated lifestyle, even with like our pastures, we've got decent sized pastures. But like right now, they're all closed down because of the weather and letting the grass regrow and everything. They need that exercise. They need that movement. They need to be doing different things to keep their mind sharp. So we'll teach you how to lunge and then do different exercises on the ground. And that furthers that connection with the participant and the horse.
Yeah.
And you'll even see, I'm sure you're familiar with it, you know, you put them through some exercises and stuff, and then you let them stop or you stop them, and you're not attached to them in any way. And you start walking around, and they're following you step for step.
Yes.
Well, you know, again, it's, you know, to explain to people so that they can, you know, hear it in a way that like they can relate something to. It's really just, they're like dogs. Like if you take a dog that's like an active dog. I have Dobermans. Super active. They need to be doing stuff. If my dog doesn't get enough exercise or play during the day,
They drive you
she's
nuts.
irritable. You know what I mean? And she's irritating. Like she's upset because she hasn't moved around enough and been challenged enough. You know, because they're smart, and horses are very, very smart animals.
Yeah.
They need to be challenged mentally, which is why they respond so well to training, because it's something for them to do.
And they crave that routine.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the physical side of it as well. You know, you get a dog and you go out and play fetch with them and run around with them and take them for walks, and their demeanor is very chill. You know what I mean? You neglect that exercise and that regiment, and they get wild. They start chewing on sofas and pillows and shoes, and you know what I mean. Like horses do the same thing, except you know when you know they kick and shit, and that hurts a lot. You know what I'm saying? So they get destructive because they start throwing that weight around against stuff, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
talking about how smart they are, though. Like I just saw a study out of France, I think it was. They took a group of horses and took them away from their owners, their caretakers, and stuff like that, and presented pictures. And over 75% of these horses were able, from a picture,
able
to identify
That's awesome.
their caretakers that they had been removed from for a certain amount of time.
That's awesome.
They, you know, their brains are really, really interesting things. Like they have memories like elephants, but they're able to, you know, put certain things aside, and then also at the same time, every time they see something from a different angle, the way their eyes and their brain processes things, it's completely new. So like, you know, you take the can and it's like, this is the monster can, and you turn around and it's like, to us this is the same can, just a different side of it. Right. To them, it's a brand new can. But they remember it's a can and it's something that's not going to hurt them. It's just, you know, they're like, I don't know.
There's always something interesting and new.
Yeah.
You know, going on.
for sure.
Now, I have so many questions. I know I don't want this to go like super long, but what about the horseshoes, right?
What about them?
Do you have to change those as well? Is that in the program?
So, no.
Okay.
All of our horses, and actually all of the horses at the stables, but one, are barefoot.
Okay.
So we are very, very, very much more towards the natural side of horses, horsemanship, and everything like that. So our horses are barefoot. Most of our horses, all but one of them, are outside 24/7.
Okay.
And then the boarders and the horses that aren't able to grow like winter coats and stuff, they're the ones that come in. But they're built. They're built, designed, engineered to be outside in the wild, outside in nature, 24/7,
and in all types of different climates too.
Exactly.
Like they're not,
So as long as you provide like a 3-sided shelter, we call them run-ins. Like the big sheds with 3 walls to get them out of the wind or like the rain and whatever.
Right.
They're good. Most of them are good, unless you get into the breeds like thoroughbreds or Arabians and stuff like that. The breeds that come from climates that aren't used to upstate New York.
Warm weather or
They're able to grow in that winter coat, and the way it works is it traps that body against them and keeps the cold out. And you'll see the pictures or videos or whatever of horses with snow covering them.
Yeah.
And if you don't know any better, you're
like, oh, that poor horse, he's freezing.
You're freaking out.
So you should see that thick ass fuzzy coat.
And they're just sitting there like
snow.
Whatever. And actually seeing that snow build up on them is a good sign.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's saying like their coat is doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
Got it. Yeah.
When it holds that snow on there too, which actually helps insulate them as well. So but it's funny when they get all shaggy like that because they look like if you didn't get a haircut for like 3 months, that's what they look like in the winter. It's so funny. Yeah. It's so funny. And then when that sheds, like when the weather gets warmer, they get all patchy and
Right now, it is shed season.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a mess.
You just touch them and you're covered. It's crazy right now. We've got a few that get really woolly. They look like woolly mammoths without the trunk. That's crazy. But.
That's funny.
That horse is just looking at everyone. I'm not cold, motherfucker. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. Yep.
So you guys got an event coming up. When is it?
March 8th.
March 8th.
Yes.
Let everyone know about it.
So Friday. So if this
What's coming?
Monday, Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yep. Yeah. So it is our next fundraiser is going to be the Casino Royale.
Nice.
Dinner, and it's more of like a theme party. It's not actual gambling. Apparently, some people are kind of misunderstanding.
We were just at a casino night a couple months ago. So.
Yeah. You guys go to the
good people deserve.
Yeah, it was only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, February 9th, I think it was.
Yep. But yeah, so your entry covers dinner and chips, and instead of playing for money, we have a really talented metal worker that made some custom plaques for us. So we actually have a top 3 trophy.
How sweet is that?
And we're probably going to throw in a little bit of stuff to go with that to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more realistic, but. So it's the Holiday Inn downtown, 70 State Street. Doors open at 5. Dinner starts at 6:30. Tables start at 7:30, and we have a silent auction as well. Bo from the B Morning Coffee Club is going to be DJing, hosting, providing the entertainment and everything.
Bo's a great guy.
Yeah, we've been really lucky to develop a bit of a friendship over at Odyssey and specifically with the B.
That's awesome.
And those guys. So, we'll have our info welcome table and merch, and other than that, come out and get a nice sirloin. Carved sirloin, chicken French, get out on the dance floor.
And you guys,
and we will have all this information down below for you guys.
We'll be plastering.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah. All right, show them where it is. Show them where it is. Yeah, there you go.
So you guys have been, having a great week and upcoming weeks with promotion for all this, right?
For the most part,
the support you guys have been getting has been amazing.
Yeah. We could get a couple more sponsors, to try to help out a little bit.
Yeah.
But, our following is actually very good, and we're expecting a really good turnout.
Yeah.
And we definitely think that it's going to be a great turnout. With all honesty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But just in general, the support you're getting from Rochester, all over the place.
Yeah.
all
No,
over the place.
between like I said, Odyssey, Salvatore's, the different veteran organizations out there, the unions with the fire department and stuff.
You were just in a magazine, weren't you?
Yes.
I mean, I saw that. I was like,
Me and him both.
He was true. Look at one of the pictures.
You guys definitely look like magazine guys. That's for sure.
Well,
I was like, this is so cool.
and specifically that magazine, the Rochester Women Online.
Yeah.
I'm like, when they first reached out, it was like, but I'm not a woman.
You're like, wait a minute.
What? They're like, it's just the name. We don't, But yeah, no, Kelly Brewer, she's an amazing person. Has so many different things going on. Is the founder creator of that magazine, and so her support as well at her different events, which will be at tomorrow, but with this going out on Monday, yesterday. Where again I had to go up on stage and be a part of a panel.
A whirlwind for him.
But
He's
got
like,
you guys
"Oh."
on stage.
She's like, do you want to be the keynote speaker? And I was like, I don't want to go on your panel, but Kelly, like, I understand. I understand. I'll go on. I'll accept going on the panel, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with the rest of that. I would prefer to be out with the horses and the people. And not have to do all this stuff, but I joke.
Comes with the title, buddy. You want to keep saying blah 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 director? Drop that off.
So I joked that I begrudgingly accepted it, and so now I've got Cody and Donna and some others at the barn that are instructing and running the sessions and stuff that allow me to do these things. Nice. And I joke that it's begrudgingly, but I've accepted this role, and I'm becoming more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Would I still prefer that? Yeah, but I'm definitely getting more comfortable with this and enjoy everyone that I've met through things like this. I mean, this is my first podcast, but
you're gonna remember this forever.
I know exactly.
Yes.
But, so like the radio shows and the TV interviews and the magazine and now podcast, you guys are all great. It's pretty, I think it's pretty cool. So, and
you're hitting all different realms. Like you're hitting the radio, you're hitting, you're hitting podcast world, you're hitting, all these different levels to it. So it's, I mean, it's
super cool.
It's great exposure.
Oh, absolutely.
For a great cause, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and it's nice that you guys are so close to it. You know what I mean? You're so invested in it and you care about it. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because all of this came from caring about trying to help people that have been in similar situations. You know what I mean? Offering that place. So it's like when you really love what you do, you know what I mean? Whether it's in an uncomfortable situation, you're still talking about what's closest to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it makes it 100% easier.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? To be able to just talk about what it is that you do, and even though the setting itself might be a little out of your comfort zone or out of your realm, when you get going and you get rolling with it and you get talking about what's really passionate to you, it makes it 1,000.
And it's like not even work; it's like fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what'd you guys do?
Wow, that's
I
like
hung
the best
out
way
and
to explain it.
Yeah.
talked about what I do.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Well, people are like, it must be nice to go, work and do that or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Right. It is.
This is what I chose to do.
I get to go play with horses for, I was at the barn for, what, was it yesterday? 12 hours.
Yes.
Darn.
I was there for 12 hours. Was I tired and cold when I got home? Yeah. But
like you being out there, did it seem like 12 hours? Probably not.
No.
Right? Yeah.
it's there's another saying or whatever in the horse world. It's like barn time. Barn time is different than real time. I'm going to be at the barn for 5 minutes.
Sure.
5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours later. Never 5 minutes. I've never walked to a barn ever and it'd been 5 minutes.
Yep.
My
I'd be like,
wife kills me every time I say that.
Well, even if you forget something and you have to go back and get it, something else catches you, and it's an hour later because you had to go get your phone. You know what I mean?
I'll feel like I'm leaving, and an hour and a half later,
I'm leaving.
I actually just left.
I'm on my way. Don't worry.
Yeah, they should know by now. You know what I mean? The significant others should know when you say you're leaving. Okay, cool. I'll be home in a couple hours.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So,
He's not coming home.
No, he's
not coming home.
No.
he won't be.
He
home.
buried his barn.
Gus was actually just joking the other day. He's like, when are you gonna put a bed up? And
There you go.
he's like, we got basically we could turn this little room into an apartment here in the hay barn.
You're like, don't tell me that.
That'd be the worst. You'd never get out of there, dude.
Exactly.
That'd be the worst thing to do, for sure. So, okay, if someone does want to reach out to be a participant in the program, what's the steps? What do they need to do?
Same thing as the volunteer. Message the page, shoot us an email, go right on the website.
Yeah.
We have a client intake form on the website. So it'll ask you questions, and you can put in notes exactly what you are interested in looking for.
Yeah.
And then that will come to us, and we'll reach out. Or the number for the program comes directly to me. So or you can text and call. And again, we'll set up an entry or intro appointment session. We'll show you around. Introduce you to horses. Introduce you to some of the team that's around. And really try to put you at ease, comfort, and explain everything, so you're actually willing to come back.
That's awesome.
And actually, pretty much.
It's almost hard not to come back.
Yeah.
I feel.
It's,
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It really is.
Yeah, another one of our sayings or jokes is like, if we can just get people to hit the driveway,
you're good.
Once you hit the driveway,
Yeah.
and you make
Suck
that
it in.
turn and see it all, it's
Yep.
Yeah.
it's done.
Well, it's like a car salesman getting someone to take a test drive. You know what I mean? It's getting to the barn and everything. That's like the test drive. It's just
It
you know what I
is.
mean.
It
A
really
sale
is.
is so much. Not that you guys are selling anybody on something, but
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one last thing.
Salesman.
One last thing.
Thanks.
Can you donate?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Without a doubt.
So you can go right on the website and donate there, or we've got Venmo set up with the program. There is also another from before online fundraiser through Rally Up.
Nice.
But yeah.
And I'll have all that information, and we'll
yeah.
I really
down-
do appreciate that.
Yep, down there. Yep.
more editing for me.
Yes.
Yep. There's just going to be pop-ups everywhere from every time we do this.
Is there a way we can have that logo in the back here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll put it up the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
And this green screen's fancy too. You should have seen our first one. You remember when we did that with the tablecloth?
It was bad.
It was rough.
But yeah, so you can donate on any one of those forms
Sweet.
or platforms. And like I said before, we are completely running off a volunteer and no legit funding, because we're in a 501c3 and everything is free for all participants. So any first responder, their family, veteran, active military, through the program, the sessions are free.
And that's what's, to me, just fantastic, is all the donations are going to...
It goes right back.
It goes right into the program.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's just a great program.
It's all transparent.
It's so
like
cool.
if we make, we'll say like $20 on a shirt,
Yeah.
whatever. It goes directly back in.
Yeah. And the donations don't even got to be huge. It could be $1, it could be $5, it could be
Yes.
10, it could be 100, it could
You
be
guys
1,000.
got hoodies and stuff like these,
Yep.
for sale and
Yeah,
stuff
of course.
on the website and
I'm always merched
all
up.
geared up.
I'm always merched up.
I thought you were about to show me a tattoo or something like on your rib cages.
We can make it weird, man.
Oh, you do have one. Look at, I'm saying that he's literally got it on his
Oh,
forearm.
yeah,
That's
there it is.
freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was the newest tattoo, and I felt it very fitting for everything that I've gone through personally from my accident and recovery, and starting the program and what it does for me. Like we say, we're our own participants.
Yep.
We are.
But it'd been quite a few years since I had something done, and I was like, I got to get it done.
Nice.
The itch. You always
Yep.
get that itch.
Yes.
You think about it, you're like, I got an appointment.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, I got an appointment.
But yeah, we do have all the merch on the website, on Facebook, T-shirts, hoodies, the hats, bracelets, working on belt buckles, challenge coins.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't be a cowboy without a belt buckle, right?
That's true.
And like,
But yeah, so it's all right there on the website. Should be searchable on Google too. I don't know if I set that up right.
Oh well,
that whole back to that tech thing.
Damn tech shit.
Yep. But we'll also have the merchandise at our event or the events that we set up at. We usually bring our merchandise to sell. Unless it's an event raising money for something else.
Yeah. Right.
So like I was one of the guys that helped start the Monroe County Fire Department hockey team with my buddy Mike, who currently runs it. And so every game that they play is raising money for a charity.
Perfect.
So we're not going to go and set up. It's pretty messed up if we go set up and try to sell money, without at least donating some of it back. But it's just like, we're just display. If you want,
you know your lane when it's your turn.
Yeah. You go spend money there later. Or something on the website.
There you go. There you go.
So. Yep. And so One Drink Podcast will be donating money, of course, to your program. And we will be showing all of your stuff on all of our social media. So all of our followers will know who you two are by the end of the month.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
for sure.
And I'm going to go donate my time.
And we're going to have some hilarious videos of that.
Yes.
That is for sure. Or I might shock you guys and you'll be like,
wait. We've done
damn.
I don't know, 400 some odd shows. That's going to be my favorite show. Is the one of him on a horse.
You guys will just be
That's
standing
gonna
there
be the
watching.
best.
Can I
That's
get
gonna
some
be the
help?
best.
Can I get anybody, please?
We
Somebody?
need to get him on like a very small
mini
one,
horse.
or a really big one to make him look really little. You know what I mean?
So we got my big boy Moose, the one that I started with there. He's a 17 hand Percheron thoroughbred mix, so it's a draft horse.
17
breed.
hands is huge.
I'm 6'2".
You feel like you're sitting on top of a building, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 6'.
Especially me.
I'm 6'2". He makes me look small.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, this horse is so cool. Oh my god, how do I get up there?
We had, when I was living in Georgia, we had one at one point for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And he was 17 hands. And he's just a monster.
Yeah,
He's
just
not
a monster.
He's not even our tallest.
Oh my god.
We have a thoroughbred there. Actually the president of our board has two thoroughbreds there.
Yeah.
Her newest one, Dooley, is like 17.3.
Oh my god.
He is taller. He is taller
Huge.
than Moose, but he's a thoroughbred, so he's smaller. He's thinner than Moose. Moose really embodies his name. He is a giant tank,
But probably the nicest horse ever.
He's one of our nicest ones, and then riding him is like floating on a cloud.
Yeah, I'll be up in
Well, because that's no effort for them. When they're that size and they're that big and that strong, that's, you put a 200-pound person on and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right,
What
let's
are
go.
you saying about Matt?
He'll probably just throw me off. He's gonna be like,
He's not even going to know you're there.
like an inch on his
He's not even
back.
going to know you're there.
He's gonna be like, what is this little?
He'll be like,
on my back.
how much you getting up there? He'll just stop at one point and be like, I'm done with this guy.
Oh my God, this is gonna be fun.
Throw me off.
Yeah, this partnership's
gonna be
definitely
great.
going to be fun, guys.
Yeah. So that is our one drink for the show. Thank you for thank you for coming on the show.
For sure.
Thank you for your services.
Absolutely.
First and foremost. And I love the program. You guys are awesome. And future shows, anything you guys need from us, we're here.
For sure. Yeah, we'd love to have you guys back on. We are definitely looking forward to doing a show from the barn. Whether we actually end up riding or not,
we can make it happen.
I've had an itch to be back around the barn for a long time, so I'm very excited to be.
It was meant to be.
I mean, to kind of see if we can work something out with that too. But yeah, don't forget, guys, you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, all social media platforms, and every platform where you listen to podcasts. You can find us. You can find all these guys at all the links in the information
Bolo.
down below. So anyways, guys, look forward to seeing us down at the barn next time when Matt will be the one that's out of his element. So that
I sure will.
be great. We're going to go onto their turf. Actually, I'll probably be out of my element too because it's been a while. But
Right.
It's like riding a bike.
you had that whole opening and you couldn't go with just like riding a horse?
No.
He goes with bike. He goes with bike. That's a perfect way to end, guys. Until next time. Cheers.
Oh, man.
Wow.
It's just like riding a bike.
Just like that. Just
That was
like
perfect. That was a perfect way to end. Oh, that was awesome. That was